No. The answer to the question I asked in the title, if Cyberpunk is going to be delayed even more by CD Projekt Red, is no. To be brief, CD Projekt Red has developed the Witcher games like 1, 2, and 3, the Gwent game, and even an upcoming mobile game that I'll talk about a bit more later. And now they have a big project called Cyberpunk 2077. This has been a development for the game that has had a lot of ups and downs. Of course, everyone was drastically hammered by the corona, but of course they also had some financial trouble and they had some trouble with employees. This didn't mean they had trouble with employees personally, but they had some trouble finding employees because they needed to expand because of this game. The rough patches of the development cycle has been stated before by Piotr, the CEO of CD Projekt Red. Now, as we know, you might think Piotr is like Russian or Polish. That might be correct because CD Projekt Red is a Polish development. In this video, Piotr also announced that CD Projekt Red is finishing up the game Cyberpunk 2077. This means it's in the last development phase, which will require more intense work of his employers of his employees, and that also means we can expect the game as usual on time. Piotr trusts himself and his team to deliver this game on release date, and therefore not delaying the release date any further. He also tells us that once we see a new video of Piotr, which is in December, we already have Cyberpunk in our hands. So that's quite good for me because I'm a bit relaxed now. I was afraid they might going to be having some sort of trouble of releasing the game, but luckily for them and me and all the other people that wants to play this game, it's coming out. So when it's coming out, we can hold on to the release date of the 19th of November. The game will initially be released for Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and PC. Of course, they are going to be true to their statement when they're saying that we can also play this game on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. When those will be released, we have no clue because we don't have a date for that yet. Now, to go back to the video a bit, we can see that Piotr also tells us about the financial status of the company. Now, for me, that is quite a bold statement. I mean, I wouldn't want to have my financial information out there on the street, but hey, that's fine. More power to him. But is that just a strategy his company is following, or is that a Polish way? I have no clue. I have to ask someone about that. But what's quite interesting about this is that The Witcher 3 also released on Switch this year, or at least the first half year, did tremendously well for definitely a third-party game, but it did really well towards the standards of CD Projekt Red. I mean, that's amazing. And of course, in the beginning of August, of course, we all saw a glimpse of a trailer. Go look it up. We saw a trailer of a mobile game that CD Projekt Red is releasing in collaboration with another game studio, specifically for mobile games. We can see that it's going to be another adventure in the Witcher world, only this time we have it on our phone, like an augmented reality thing like Pokemon Go did in the first time, where we can slay beasts of this Witcher universe. Now, that's very interesting to me. I'll be definitely walking everywhere and playing this game on my phone. This game is in development, but it's starting with a soft launch very soon, according to Piotr. Now, what that definitely entails doesn't necessarily mean anything to me, but I believe it's that to test out the mechanics and see how the interface works and how the game runs in general. The rest of the video was more about his financial report, like Gwent and the specific Thronebreaker series that's released for Nintendo Switch. Now, unfortunately, with that said, he came towards his end of the video. And that means we also came towards the end of ours. Now, unfortunately, I would love to tell you more about this game, but we'll have to wait a bit more when we get a new City Midnight stream. So, with that said, I would like to say thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on everything I do.